The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe. This is the United Podcast Network.
It's time for a crunch or two. It's time for a little something something. It's time for the Snack Authority. The Snack Authority. The authority on snacks. Snacks of all kinds. From the most common and wildly famous to the most obscure and unknown. The Snack Authority. Snacking all the time so you don't have to.
Welcome to the Snack Authority, broadcasting live from Studio 21 Podcast Cafe. The Snack Authority is a weekly podcast where we dig into the history, taste, and flavor of local snacks, national favorites, and even some bizarre and international treats, alone or in head-to-head battles. I am Jess, and here with me is my panel of experts. We have Dave, Mikey, and the ever-present Ed.
Hello.
Hello. So today, guys, we are rocking out on animal crackers.
Yeah. I have a lot of issues with animal crackers.
As do I.
Really? Okay.
Well, first off, they're not crackers.
Right.
I mean,
that's how to start the thing off. They're not animals or crackers.
Right, because Jess will probably sing the song for us, but you remember that Shirley Temple thing.
Yeah,
Animal crackers in my soup. Well, crackers in the soup is okay, but these are cookies, clearly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're too sweet
Kids
to be a
eat
cracker.
dirt. Are you really concerned about putting cookies in soup?
I'm not putting them in soup.
But
I'll
let's
tell
be
you
honest,
that
kids
right
nowadays ain't going outside much, so.
I don't think it would be bad to eat it in soup.
now. Oh, Jess, I'd need the bucket.
You just gotta rip the heads off and just put the heads in.
No, there's
like oyster
sugar in
crackers.
them, and there isn't sugar in a cracker.
Yeah.
And
There's
a cracker
there's
is a
no sugar in
It's not a
crackers.
cracker. It's
No.
nor is an oyster cracker oyster. You know, there's a lot of issues here, but
So it's not just animal crackers you have an issue with, it's oyster crackers.
no, I have a lot of problems with. I want to step all over Ed with all the problems I have, but that'll start it off with. It is not an animal nor a cracker.
No.
It is animal crackers.
They're shaped like animals.
Yeah, let's look at
exciting.
one. Let's look at one and see how
Well,
close.
see,
crack open
see
the
if you can
individual packs
identify
first.
what they're supposed to be.
The good news about the Keebler we're about to open is there are no artificial colors or flavors.
I don't know that matters to me.
No, it doesn't matter to me. But these are things you give the little kids. So you
yeah.
you usually start them off right.
Right.
And
They get some goldfish,
Yeah.
and some animal crackers.
Oh,
It's a rhino.
all right.
It took me a hot second.
You got a rhinoceros, too. These don't look like traditional animal crackers. They look more airy.
I got a rhinoceros too. Are they all rhinoceri?
No,
Or
I have a
rhinoceroses?
lion for sure.
Okay, well maybe they're just the most popular. Like they're the cool kid on the
Oh, my
playground.
God, you could chip a tooth on these things.
Hold on a hot second. I'm going to open the other ones too.
That's a hard cracker.
It's a hard cookie. It's very sweet, by the
Ow.
way. Very sweet. Sweeter than I thought it was going to be.
Kind
That's
of
almost
a,
painful.
a
Did you
vanilla
buy animal
taste.
crackers or teething biscuits?
Is
Well-
it supposed to taste like that?
Yeah, maybe a little vanilla.
Sweet vanilla.
It's a sugar cookie, right?
Pretty
Rosemary
much.
extract
Very
for
close.
freshness.
But, in the late 19th century, animal biscuits, they were called, because they came from England.
Yeah, all cookies are biscuits over there, ain't
Right.
they?
Yep. And they came to the United States. Now, one of our contenders really is the original. Does it say the original on one of those bags?
Yes.
Well, it says original blend, but
Yep. So that is the original.
Stauffer's?
Yeah, and
Really? I'm surprised.
I think it's pronounced Stover's.
Oh, whoopsies.
But they produced their first batch in the U.S. in York, Pennsylvania in 1871. Animal biscuit crackers were made and distributed
1871.
under the National
old fact.
Biscuit Company banner. Now, in 1902, animal crackers became known as Barnums animals after the Barnum and Bailey Circus.
And there's a.
Which doesn't exist anymore.
Then those are the most famous of them.
Okay, I was going to
These
say.
are the ones with a little box and the string.
Oh, there's a
Yep.
clear
The animals
difference on
behind bars.
And, the box and string was done originally with the string to hang them from Christmas trees.
Oh,
really?
As a,
They
as
wouldn't
a
last.
decoration.
So I know over in Europe they got a thing called a cracker. It's the thing you do at
Yeah.
holidays and you pull it apart.
Oh, yeah, the Christmas cracker.
Yeah. It's not a cookie. It's
No.
like a little pop prize.
There's a big amount there.
All right, so we can see the difference of these two. So looking at it, the
Nice.
darker of the two.
We'll take out the other one, too.
Yeah, Stauffers
Keeblers.
are actually much more smoother looking, too.
That's disturbing.
Barnum is cooked more, right?
Can we talk about the Keebler? I don't know if it's supposed to be a monkey.
Psychotic-looking crackers.
It's touching its belly button, which I would imagine is going, ugh.
I think I got an elephant.
It's smiling at me. Not that I... So these ones are obviously more cartoony, the Keebler.
Yeah. They're also rock solid.
Then you're talking the smoother one, which is going to be what?
Stauffer.
This is the Stauffer's.
Doesn't resemble, it's a shaped.
It's like just the outline.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got a goat.
I don't know what the heck this is.
Cat? No.
I don't know. Is it a cat?
See,
See, this is what I think of when I think of animal
crackers.
cracker, is the Stauffer's.
Really? I don't know if I ever had Stauffer's before.
Stauffer's taste more like a cracker, to be honest with you. It's not as sweet as the other ones.
No, it's not nearly as
You
sweet.
get a little bit of vanilla, but
Not as strong. I think Keebler has the strongest vanilla for me.
yeah, very
The
sweet.
one I know is Barnum's Animals, the one in the little box. By the way, ours is not in a little box. Ours is in a bag.
Yep.
When did that change?
They still sell it in the boxes, but as we previously reported, they're no longer in cages. They're free-roaming animals now.
That wasn't a cage. It was a boxcar
Yeah.
on a train, and they connected. And, of course,
It had bars.
it had bars because you don't want the animals falling off the train, nor do you want the lion loose.
Eating the kids.
I'm just saying, I mean...
And that's what bothers me, right? On the new packaging, the lion is right next to the giraffe. The giraffe should be worried. I mean,
Because
it's
you're
not
going
going
to
to
eat them.
end well.
Right. You're not teaching your kids nothing here.
Donkey.
You know, in total,
Think so?
54 different animals have been represented in crackers.
Really?
Yeah, well, I don't have an exhaustive list here, but as we did report previously, Nabisco, owned by Mondelez, introduced new packaging. That was just in August of this year, 1 year after Ringling Brothers, Barnum, and Bailey Circus ceased operations.
Thanks, PETA.
Yeah, no circuses.
Yeah. That was Peter doing that, right?
Probably. I thought they were being mistreated.
Who is this Peter?
People for eating tasty animals.
Oh, PETA. We're from New England. We had an R where
That's
there
bad.
is none.
Okay, I think I have a clear one I really don't dig.
And the texture is very different on all of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're all different.
I'd say the most cookie-like is the Nabisco.
Nabisco.
Ding!
What's Nabisco?
Barnum.
Barnums. So it's the one that uncaged the animals.
Yeah.
So those are the darker of the loose ones?
Yes.
They're the ones that have like the background, so you can see. They didn't want to make a tall giraffe, so the giraffe is kind of, I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, the dark ones.
And the Stauffer's have the hatch pattern on the back of the
lot
animals.
smoother looking.
Crisscrosses.
Yep, that's those. And these ones are the most cracker-like. These are what I think of when I think of an animal cracker. They're fluffy, they're crunchy. They really don't have too much of a taste.
They don't.
No, so I could put those in a soup.
Yeah, because that's what I
And
would.
those were the originals, so
Okay.
maybe that's why it was okay. But you're not.
Would they
dumping-
float or would they sink?
I think they'd float.
Yeah?
You're
on
not
what
going to
type of soup.
dump these Keeblers in soup.
No.
There's not much I do with the Keeblers.
You should go good on like a tomato soup.
Yeah, I could see that. But yeah, the Stauffer's really were the original. And every day Stauffer's produces 250 tons of animal crackers
Wow.
Gee
per
whiz.
day. And I don't even know anyone who eats them, to be honest with you.
Do you ever go to the store and get animal crackers?
Never.
No.
My daughter likes the chocolate version.
I was going to say, it's going to be for kids.
Oh.
And they do
But
have...
did you ever go to the store and get yourself some animal crackers?
For a snack? No.
Yeah.
I have.
Really?
They have the frosted ones. Those ones are amazing. They're like pink frosted. They're delicious.
Right, they do have, the chocolate and the frosted.
Chocolate's the one that Kelso
Oh
likes.
yeah.
And that is of which one?
Stauffer's.
I think it's the Stauffer's.
Stauffer. Which is the one that doesn't have a lot of flavor, so they're going to add flavor by
I think
putting-
they all do a variation. I've seen
Wow.
the frosted in each of them, I think. But
Could you put something on it, like peanut butter?
Oh, I'm sure. It's
Yeah.
dip. You could use these for dipping at
Nutella.
parties if you wanted, you know? It's good.
Now,
Sucker ain't breaking in a dip. Chocolate.
Stouffer's is
caramel.
owned now by Meiji Company Limited of Japan.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, a Japanese company owns the Stouffer's.
Oh, arigato.
it says the Stouffer Biscuit Company, York, Pennsylvania, and then made in the U.S. on the bag, but it's owned by a company.
In Japan, yeah.
Totally dig it.
And they started in York, so
So you know what you could do at a party is get some meats and put them on the animal cracker.
You gonna put zebra meat on zebra?
Yeah, whatever.
Sounds like a plan. I'm in.
monkey meat.
No. Oh.
The only thing
Indiana Jones.
is, this one is very hard.
The Keebler.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keebler
It's
is
almost
wicked hard.
painful. I've noticed that the Keebler are very hard. I don't know if it's just this package.
Oh, Keebler is
Mine's rock hard
Keebler's
too.
a little bag. The Stouffer's is the one that really, it tastes like an animal cracker. If you shut your eyes, you ate it, even if it wasn't in the shape of an animal, you'd be like, oh, okay, it's an animal cracker. I'm thinking with the Nabisco, it tastes more like a cookie. It's almost like the texture
Sugar
of a
cookie.
Teddy Graham without being a Teddy Graham.
Same people, Teddy Graham? Because that's what it reminds me of, is a Teddy Graham.
Yeah, I'm
the way it
not sure.
dissolves in your mouth.
These are probably Nabisco.
Let me ask you this. Keebler says whole grain and no artificial flavors. If they're touting that, is that because their competition uses artificial flavors and not whole grain?
I am seeing artificial flavor in Barnum, and I'm seeing no artificial flavoring in the Stouffer's. But they all start with wheat flour. I mean, you're looking
Yeah.
at enriched flour, wheat flour.
Which is whole grain?
I think so. I don't really.
Whole grain's a different method, I think.
Is it?
Yeah. They don't take the husk off or something like that, I guess.
Whole wheat flour, yeah.
Sometimes I find it so amazing that somebody will tout,
Right.
we use natural sugar or whatever it is, and so does everybody else.
I mean, did he actually say whole wheat flour or?
No, you're looking at, well, this one says wheat flour, unbleached, enriched flour.
So it's not whole wheat.
This one's not whole wheat. This is wheat.
Yeah.
This one says whole wheat.
Yeah.
So that's the
Which
only
means they
difference.
use the whole grain, including the husk, which basically helps you poop.
So it's going to be interesting to figure out a winner, because what are we looking for here? Which one tastes the best? Are we looking for...
You know, it's
Every
funny. I was
traditional.
just thinking about that. Is it really the true representation of what an animal cracker should be,
Right.
or is it
Well,
the one that I prefer?
They invented animal crackers, so we base all of our assumptions about animal crackers on Stouffer's.
It depends on which one you grew up on. Dave grew up on the Barnum,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
and we choose the sugar cookie flavor. I did
Whichever
also.
one you dig the most.
It's a lot to think about, so we better have some snack news of the
Okay.
week.
Yeah.
Ready for it?
So, this one I found interesting. Well, I find them all interesting, otherwise I wouldn't share them. But the Frankfurt Candy has created the Oreo Ultimate Dunking Set.
Wow.
The set comes with everything you need for a perfect Oreo and milk experience. The set comes with 13 Oreo cookies.
13.
Yeah,
That's weird.
it's a fight waiting to happen, isn't it?
Baker's dozen.
And 2 glass mugs. You also get 2 cookie cages that attach to the mug and let you keep your stack of Oreos right next to the mug.
All right.
Now, the game changer here is the 2 cookie tongs that come with the set. They allow you to firmly grasp your Oreo by the edges,
Yeah.
and keep it dunked in the milk for your preferred amount of time. Then take it out without the milk ever touching your fingers.
Yeah, that's true.
The set also comes with 2 napkins.
Can I lick my fingers after anyway?
You can do whatever.
No, it's like part of the experience.
And you will get a napkin, so.
Yeah.
But it retails for about $20. So I'm thinking, $20 limit on a Yankee swap. This would be a
Yeah.
sought-after item because
Yeah.
it comes with cookies.
Yeah, but you can get a whole bag of cookies for $2.50 and a gallon of milk for $1.50.
What did you get, a llama?
I actually don't know what this is. Is it a seal? Is that a seal?
Looks like it.
This is like, when you lay in the grass and you look up at the sky and you're like, oh, that cloud looks like a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's easier than this.
Camel. Buffalo.
But the second
Cow.
story. There's a website, delish.com. It's all
Yep.
about food stuff. And they actually ranked all 31 of the Reese's peanut butter candies.
Ooh, well played.
31 different. I mean, that's
Wow.
Insane.
A crazy amount. And then it sort of got me thinking, because we're going to have to figure this out, even if it's in front of our listeners.
Sold.
When March Madness comes along, we got to do a bracket.
Yeah.
And this one, is in the running. Let's get all the Reese's products and bracket them off and make our own list of what we think are the best.
I want to.
Okay.
But
TSA Taste Test Challenge?
Yeah.
I think Jess can probably guess the number one.
Is it the one that I gave you?
Yeah, it's the Reese's Crispy Crunch.
What is that?
What the heck's a Crispy Crunch?
That's the one.
No,
I
those
think
are so outrageous.
These are the
you
outrageous.
got that's lower down
No,
the
technically,
list.
she borrowed.
I actually bought you guys other ones.
Oh my God! So they steal each
Talking about the
other's
ones downstairs that
snacks,
you
Dave.
swiped.
I hate those.
You and I are older and more mature. We share our snacks.
Yeah.
We don't steal each other's snacks.
She makes
when
it
they're
seem
not
like she's
looking.
stealing it, but she knows it's perfectly okay.
I was borrowing it. I fully intended on giving it back when I was done with it.
After it turns out.
Well, we don't worry. We'll figure this all out as we decide what the real winner is.
Oh, yeah.
But number 2, they say Reese's Peanut Butter Cups Minis. And the thing about the minis is I think it gives you a higher chocolate to peanut butter ratio.
I also
It's
think they
kinda
might be
thicker.
thinking about the bag ones with they're naked. You can just reach in and grab a handful of suckers.
Oh, the really
Oh, that's
little
smart.
I
one.
think that might be what they're thinking of.
Yeah, and then
That was at the top?
Yep.
Second. Number 2.
Number 3 is Reese's Pieces.
E.T.
4 is your standard peanut butter cup.
Which I would say is number 1. Of course it is number 1.
5 is outrageous. Is
That's
that
the one.
That's one
It's
stuff.
stuffed with pieces,
Yep.
like nutrageous, but pieces instead of the nuts.
It was good. I would have rathered a full-size one.
They make them in king cup too.
Well, they
that's
do.
That's a good one.
They have stuffed with crunch cookie,
Yeah, Oreo.
white peanut butter trees,
Ew.
and on it goes. Fast break, popped snack mix, giant stuffed with pieces, miniature cups, dark chocolate, white, blah, blah, blah.
That's wild.
The one,
Yeah.
the one Reese's cup I actually kind of liked was they made them a while ago. It's called the reverse Reese's. The peanut butter was on the outside and the chocolate was in the middle.
That's weird.
Ooh. Is that
really
messy?
No, because the peanut butter that they use is pretty darn dense.
Yeah.
So it worked, but
So it does
Scandal.
come across like a coating?
no, it's actually it looks like the guts were expelled by chocolate and there's chocolate in the middle.
Really?
It's like completely reversed.
But regular chocolate, or is kind of creamier?
Same type of chocolate they used.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. This bears looking into.
Yeah.
They don't make them no more.
Mind blown.
No.
I haven't seen them,
Really?
but I like them.
We
So-
should start a campaign.
Oh, absolutely. So, other than that, if we do it at any point in time, some of these won't be available, because this got peanut butter ghosts. When we're doing it, it'll probably be peanut butter eggs or something, But
The shapes in general.
and
The
I don't know
shapes
how
usually
you
have a lot more peanut butter in them.
Yeah, I think that's how you make the distinction, right? Because the ratio changes sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like those eggs have the rounded, and it's
Yeah, there's
a
not as
lot
much
more
peanut butter coating on them.
Yeah.
I mean, chocolate coating. It's like with the trees.
Yep. And I think the minis probably have a higher chocolate ratio.
Yeah, I'd
It's
imagine.
a thicker coating relative to the
'Cause
peanut
They'd
butter.
break way too easy if you had too much peanut butter in them.
Yeah, but a lot of what they're doing is taking the pieces and combining them in a different way, right? Throwing
Mm-hmm.
the mini ones in this peanut butter cup and that sort
They
of
actually
thing.
make one
kinda cool,
it's called
though.
a crunchy. They actually have it's like crunchy peanut butter in it.
That's
Yeah.
the first one on the list, right?
No, it's one of their candy bars.
No.
Yeah, and I think they've got one that sort of is like a Kit Kat
Yeah.
in that it's a wafer base.
Yeah, that was on there. I heard that.
Yeah,
Fast Break is that one.
yeah.
I think.
No, Fast Break is the log of peanut butter coated in.
Oh yeah, the log of nougat stuff.
It's amazing.
Sticks, Reese's Sticks are like a Kit Kat, and
Reese's Sticks.
yeah, I think they layer some of the peanut butter between the wafers and
Yeah,
then
and
coat
coat
it
it
in
in
chocolate. So
Can't remember
Really?
exactly what the name of that thing is, but I see them at 7-Eleven.
You said
all
the
the time.
31 different things they're doing?
yeah,
They're probably beating out Oreo right now.
they're
Oh, a lot of stuff on there seasonal too, just like Oreo is though.
right. Right. I mean, of the list, I'd say it's probably only half a dozen that are really seasonal. They've got peanut butter clusters. And a lot
I've never
of
seen
it,
a peanut
though.
butter cluster by Reese's.
Yeah.
Real quick, I'm gonna run these
tell
numbers. The serving sizes are basically the same. It's anywhere between 29 grams and 31 grams. So just eat crackers until you feel sick. Calories for Keebler is 120 per serving. Stouffer's is 120 per serving, and then Nabisco is a little bit higher at 140.
That whole grain.
Yeah, this is
Nabisco.
Nabisco is this one.
Nabisco is which one? Bottom and Bailey.
Barnums, yeah.
Yeah.
You're looking at sugar anywhere between 8 and 7. There's not much of a difference. The only thing I really found interesting was that there's 50 milligrams of potassium in Keeblers. There's iron in all three, which is kind of nice. But Nabisco's Barnum Animals has 10% of your daily value of calcium. So if you have that with a glass of milk, you're pretty good. It's like a snack with vitamins. That's all, yeah.
Potassium gives you energy. I mean, that's what you get in bananas.
And what you guys grew up on the regular one, the Stouffer's?
No, I had the Barnums.
I had the
Oh,
Barnum
you had
too.
yeah, me too.
That's
I
what
had the
remember.
Barnum packs, but I remember this taste and texture. Unless Barnum has changed their recipe. Do you have any info on that?
No,
I do not.
That's the same. It's a memory.
I don't know. It doesn't taste the same that I remember. I remember these. I don't know if it's because I still buy these.
I put my tongue in the back of it and let it dissolve and fall apart from the back.
Really? I can see it's in
Yep.
this, though.
Get this.
Yep.
Put it in your mouth. Put the bottom on there. Stick your tongue on the bottom of it. But it just boom.
Yeah, and it's sort of like a progression. The Stauffer is more cracker-like, then you move to the Barnums, and by the time you get to Keebler's,
You're
it's
breaking
just
a
a
tooth.
cookie.
This is shutting me up, which is good. I'm just going to eat it. I don't like leaving it there.
No, it just
It didn't.
no.
It's actually cutting my mouth.
Oh, I got a koala. And it's not a koala bear because they're not bears.
Marsupials.
I'm just saying.
I think I got a hippo.
Also, just so you guys know, April 18th is National Animal Cracker Day.
Wow.
I know. We have to make a calendar and do them around the right time.
Right. A week before the event, as opposed to just when we say animal crack. Next week, by the way,
Ooh, excitement, right?
we had a listener send us the snack, which they just wanted us to have, but now we're going to do a show around that snack.
Kind of excited.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's fun.
Is it a secret?
I think people need to listen next week to find
Yeah.
out what it is.
That's going to be good.
Dave and I pre-sampled.
Yeah,
and
came
we
from a
were
listener
impressed.
because they gave us two. And
like-
I wrote to the guy to say thank you, and he said, I can't wait to end up doing them. I'm going to do it on the show. I'm not going to eat them now. He said, well, that's why I sent two.
Oh.
So one's for sampling.
I think it would really be a good idea if I tried it in advance.
It
there's
might
any
be.
left.
No.
I think I should.
As a snack, it's not one that I would overindulge in. I don't know about you, but the amount we had.
I have.
You have.
Not with that particular brand,
Right.
but I have overindulged.
Yeah. Somewhere else.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued, guys.
You get a bag, and
This is
the next
exciting.
thing you know, Judge a
It's
Millionaire.
gone.
Yeah.
It's just gone. All right. Well, we better start wrapping up.
All right.
I am ready for a vote.
So let's be clear here. Which one would you buy to eat yourself, or which one is the winner? How do you want to go with this? Because if all three were in the store, they were the same exact price, you're going to grab one to go, this is what you're going to eat.
Yeah.
Is that the plan?
Yeah.
That's probably the plan. 'cause
All
it'd
right.
be what we most enjoy.
What's the tastiest?
Because it would be a different... I'll go last.
I went first last week. Let's start with Mike.
All right.
Rock and roll, Mikey.
Least favorite's probably the tooth breakers, these Keeblers. I mean, they taste like a damn cookie. They don't taste like a cracker.
Right.
They're rock solid. Flavor's okay, but I mean, out of all the three, it wouldn't be my go-to. I actually my favorite would probably have to be the Barnums. I actually like the flavor of it. It definitely reminds me of the little train car. And Stauffer's would be my second choice, just because my daughter eats them, but they are pretty kind of flavorless, to be honest with you. Now I know my daughter likes the chocolate ones the most.
All right, I'm going to go next to make it easy for everybody. You nailed it. Exactly the way I feel about each one, and why I wanted to preface how we're choosing this is because the Barnum does taste the best to me. It's the thing I remember. It's what I remember as a animal cracker. But if I was to say what's an animal cracker, I would say Stouffer's is the animal cracker. It's more, and if I was going to give my little kid an animal cracker, I'd give him Stouffer's, not
Barnums.
Like unless I was buying for myself and I was going to eat some, I'm going for the Barnum. So I guess I have to say Barnum because I'm talking about myself.
This is really interesting because I wrote mine down before.
Okay.
Either you or Mikey spoke, and I am exactly the same.
Okay.
Wow.
So now we'll go with Jess, who's going to throw a monkey wrench.
I always do. Oh, well played. Animal crackers, monkey wrench. Okay. I am going to go with Stouffer's as number one. It tastes like an animal cracker. It's not super sweet. It's got that little bit of crunch to it. I want an animal cracker. I don't want an animal cookie. So first for me would be Stouffer's, and I love your mac and cheese. That's the right one. Then I would go with Nabisco, the Barnum, because I do remember the boxes. I like them. They are a cookie, though. They taste great. They crumble great. But if I'm going to eat these, I'm just going to buy the Teddy Grahams because they're cuter. My last, and one I will probably never eat again, will be the Keebler, and I love everything else they do. It's just these ones are scary looking, and I'm an adult. Like, I am over 30, and I am terrified by that.
It's not an animal cracker at all. It's a cookie, and that's all it is.
It's a yucky cookie.
Jess, you're saying it was a swing and a miss for the elves on the animal crackers.
And I'm not judging on anything else they make, because I'll eat just about everything they put together.
All four of us, maybe for the first time, agree that that's in last place.
Those elves, though, I like those shortbread striped cookies.
Oh, yeah.
They do a good job.
Yeah.
I don't want to just trash on the elves.
No. They nailed it with that.
Especially around Christmas time.
Nothing wrong with the EL fudge, too, man.
Oh, that's a nice cookie.
No joke.
And
bite the little sucker's head off.
And I'm not opposed to Jessica at all. I mean, I could have went either way. Mm-hmm. It's the growing up with the Barnums. Is what pulled me over the end.
Mm-hmm. I have a soft spot for these ones. They taste like what they should.
They do.
And I think everybody's excited for next week, so we're going to say if you guys have an idea for a snack we should dig into, an idea of what to pair against each other, let us know. Contact us at thesnackauthority@gmail.com. Please let your snack eating friends know about it, share it, subscribe to it, and give it a 5-star rating. Thank you guys for watching. For Dave, Ed, Mikey, and myself, have a wonderful day, and send me snacks. That was awesome. That was great of you.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.